It's main event time!
In a rematch from last week, the Heritage Champion is on the line as Ray Rosas defends against the spectacular Will Allday.
I'm pulling for Will Allday.
We know.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Hollywood Heritage Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 180 pounds, Will Allday.
Challenger looks ready, second consecutive week.
And introducing the champion. From Antelope Valley, weighing in at 202 pounds, he is the Arizona State Champion and the defending Hollywood Heritage Champion, Ray Rosas.
Go, baby. Here we go. Heritage title up for grabs. Oh, what a quick start here by Will Allday, taking advantage, and there you hear the opening bell. So this thing is off and running and official. And, you know, maybe a sense of urgency, too, because you want to try and win the matchup before something else goes on, before SoCal Distancing stops another match or interferes with the broadcast. And Blake, you know, I think Rosas is so preoccupied with SoCal Distancing that he didn't see Will Allday coming at him, you know, right into his face. Up and over goes Will Allday. And last time out, Blake, I really felt that Rosas had the match well at hand. Looked like he was going to go up for the method of the madness for that elbow before the transmission was interrupted by SoCal Distancing.
I agree. Ray Rosas was definitely in charge of that matchup, particularly with the interruption. But it's been a very back-and-forth battle between these two guys because when they had the six-man tag team match, Will was getting the better of it. Will also has a win over Ray. So this is a very competitive matchup.
Got a couple wins over the years and one recently in that six-man tag team action, but it seems like Rosas, and there you see, oh, what is Rosas going to do here? See, you know, I think Rosas maybe had enough is enough, and he's getting angry here, and he wants to.
He might be trying to prove a point to Adrian Quest and Andy Brown, letting them know that he can do damage to them if he gets his hands on them.
Do unto others as SoCal Distancing would do unto you. And we heard Ray Rosas there saying, hey, are you watching? Looking right in the camera, and as we know from SoCal Distancing, as they claim, we are everywhere.
So remember last week, I got a question for you, TK. Last week when SoCal Distancing threw the PP3 Cup in the ocean, what does that mean with Ray Rosas' ability to cash in the cup and get Percy's privilege for a title shot of his choice?
Well, you know, I'm not sure if the Percy's privilege is married to the cup itself. The cup is a symbol of that privilege. It's awarded to the cup bearer, but I would think, you know, I don't know. I guess the cup it has to be cashed in, right? You have to have that physical, you know, the cup to be able to cash it in for the privilege. But here we go, brainbuster by Will Allday, and if this continues, Rosas is going to wish he had the cup, but to cash in for a rematch for his Heritage title that he's about to lose if this continues the way it's going. Rosas didn't need Percy's privilege, though, to become Heritage champion, Blake. He took advantage of that open challenge, and he beat Watts, who had held the Heritage title for over a year, used his veteran know-how to counter an attempt at the choke force. Here's a cover, though. Will Allday, though, has been in the driver's seat thus far in this main event.
So I've got another question about United Wrestling Network history question. Has anybody ever held the Heritage title belt, the TV title belt, and the Arizona belt all at the same time?
No, that's never happened, but, you know, Arizona's title and Heritage title has never been held at the same time either until Rosas was the man to do it. But he can't complete that trifecta without the cup itself, which again was pitched into the Pacific Ocean by SoCal Distancing. Rosas now, big shot upstairs. He's regained his focus, and he's regained the advantage in this main event title matchup.
See, we can see Ray's head is back in the match. He's not looking around. He's not looking over his shoulder nonstop, and he's starting to take control of this matchup. But you just saw him look towards the entrance there. He needs to keep his head in this matchup if he wants to win. Will Allday is no joke.
No doubt about it. Will Allday with a big super kick there, and Will Allday has competed in more main events than pretty much anybody I can think of.
That's exactly why Ray needs to keep his head in the game. I know he's concerned about Adrian Quest and Andy Brown coming out of nowhere, but if he wants to retain that Heritage title, he needs to keep his head inside that squared circle.
You can't be scatterbrained in there with somebody as dangerous as Will Allday, and you're going to be scatterbrained after that super kick as well, courtesy of the challenger. Count is on, but Will Allday doesn't want it that way. He can't win the title that way. Was trying to measure Ray Rosas from the outside, maybe thinking springboard. Blocked the kick, did Rosas. Couldn't block that one, though. Nasty, nasty shot right to the brainstem. Looking to capitalize. Here we go. Variation of that stamp of approval, the Swanton. He usually hits it off the top, but could certainly soften up the champ.
Ray looks hurt, man. That kick to the back of the head, I think, really damaged him. That's not a legal move in mixed martial arts competition. He is hurt.
I think he's thinking signature. I think he was going to maybe go for that running knee. Countered. Looking adios amigos, but reverse Rana. Thought it was going to be an electric chair, but the athleticism and now the double stomp by Will Allday, who came to play under the bright lights in the main event to take home the title. No, close call.
It's going to be a little bit more than that required to take home the TV title, or the Heritage title.
No doubt about it. Heritage title on the line. Will Allday, in his career, winning championship has been his business, and business has been booming. It's been very, very good. He was the Reality of Wrestling TV champion. He's held titles all over the place. He was a collegiate athlete. This guy can do it all, and he's very, very dangerous. Looking for the stamp of approval. Countered, however, by the champ. He's got him up now. Adios, amigos. The champion is rolling here.
Allday's back might be compromised after those two last big attacks.
And this is exactly where we were when we were so rudely interrupted last time out. Can Ray Rosas finish it off this time? Big time elbow, method to the madness, into the cover. Here's 1, 2, Rosas successfully retains.
Here is your winner, and still Hollywood Heritage Champion, Ray Rosas.
Incredible victory here by Ray Rosas. Even more impressive, Blake Troop, when you think about the fact that there's no way that Rosas could be completely focused on the task at hand here and getting by Will Allday, but that's exactly what he was able to do. He finally hit that big elbow that he was going for last week.
Well, he did not get all those championship titles by luck. There is a reason why he's the champ.
Rosas interrupted last week, looking around. You never know where SoCal Distancing will be. You never know where they'll strike from. You never know when they're going to interrupt things. But thank goodness they didn't interrupt our main event, at least for the second consecutive week.
Ray's looking around for him, though, like he expects him.
Rosas has to fight his opponent and fight his paranoia as well that's perpetuated by SoCal Distancing.
It's a little bit of taste of his own medicine, though, because he's been doing that to a lot of...
Welcome back. What are you looking for?
They're everywhere, Rhea.
Okay. You never know what might happen on Championship Wrestling presented by Pro Shingle. Another wild week is in the books.